So this is a reading that I'm doing for the collective. For those of you who are following me here on Own Your Magic on YouTube, I'm going to do a reading for the collective first, and then we're going to go into doing readings for the three modes. So the cardinal signs, fixed signs, and then mutable signs. So the cardinal being Aries, being Cancers, being Libras, and being Capricorns. And then the fixed signs being Leos, Scorpios, Aquariuses, and Tauruses. And mutable signs being Sagittarius folks, Pisces folks, Gemini folks, and lastly, we've got our good old Virgo folks. All right. So let's get into the collective reading. We're going to be working with my Wealthy Womb Wisdom Oracle deck. This is a deck that I made. Classic Rider White Tarot deck. And then we've got Energy Prism Oracle. Okay. So we're going to tap into what the collective, generally speaking, will be experiencing energetically. And what is the theme behind this energy? So I call upon the spirit of truth, the energy of this full moon in Taurus, and the collective of folks who will be joining in on this video, this collective video. I ask that you work with me as a guide, as a medium, all-seeing eye, spirit of truth, Holy Spirit, God, universe, consciousness, higher selves of the folks, again, who will be watching this video. What is the energy of the collective right now? What is the overall energy of the collective right now? What is the overall collective of the energy right now? Oof. Well, three cards came out, okay? Frustration, sadness, and caution, okay? So if there has been some kind of endings, I'm hearing something like something definitely has ended that has made you feel sad, or there just may be some kind of chemical imbalances in your body that may be making you feel sad. And Spirit is saying that it's been at an all-time high right now for y'all to experience frustration. If y'all have been feeling extra frustrated for whatever reason, to know that it's okay. There's a lot of emotions flowing through you and through us right now, collective. And Spirit is saying to be cautious with those emotions. Spirit is saying not to let your frustration end good relationships, and to not let your frustration say things out of frustration that you're going to regret saying later. And if you have already said things that have led you to say things that may have made other people sad, to just be mindful and take caution of your words at this time. Be careful with your vocabulary and the things that you speak, especially with people that are around you that you love, okay? So we need to take caution of our energy. The general feeling vibe that I'm getting and hearing from Spirit around the collective is that we need to be cautious of what we say when we are in these lower states, when we are, integrating the emotions, the endings, the changes, because new things are definitely happening and coming. I'm not sure if y'all are feeling it, but it's this Mercury retrograde and all the other stuff that has been going on astrologically has definitely got people feeling heavy, especially the chosen ones, feeling heavy, feeling a little bit more drained than usual. What you guys may have felt quick to start and quick to carry through, it might have felt like there's a slow change. So as I shuffle these cards, what's the overall theme behind this caution and frustration and sadness energy that can actually help us evolve? How can we utilize this energy to evolve? Some of y'all need to look at your dreams. If you're not being able to dream, there needs to be an adjustment to your diet. Your pineal gland is it needs to get decalcified. It's calcified. So you need to have better quality water, more alkaline foods, and more supplements. You can definitely supplement melatonin, which will help regulate your sleep cycles. But I'm hearing that some of y'all have not been sleeping well. And if you have not been sleeping well, um, or having dreams at night that keep you up, it is time for you to regulate your body, get some new diet improvements into your body again. Instead of tap water, go purchase alkaline water. Instead of eating a salad, maybe try steaming some vegetables or juicing some vegetables with some fruit and adding chlorophyll to that. Okay. So there needs to be some improvements into your lifestyle, your health, your diet in order to experience better rest. Okay. Some of y'all have been astral traveling a lot, like having these dreams, these very futuristic dreams. And it's very telling of all the work that spirit, your guides, are doing right now to transmute this current energy that you've been sitting in for a while. It's very karmic energy, but it's also foreshadowing and portraying to you what is to come in the future. Okay. So with this Nine of Swords, it's very much heavy on the mind energy, like not getting enough sleep. And if you have been getting enough sleep and you finally are just now getting into sleep, if this could be on the reverse for you, it could mean that things are looking up because you are making improvements, you are making the good adjustments, the better, healthier adjustments into your life to help you evolve, okay? But I'm also hearing with this caution card not to let the emotions of whatever comes up, such as sadness from other people or frustration, when these vibrations or energies come from other people around you during this time, not to get caught up with the energy. Caution also to guard your heart, your space. If you finally have been getting good sleep now, to not let these vibrations of the people around you, especially if you are very empathetic, to affect the way that you regulate, affect the way that you have been upgrading your sleep, okay? So now we're going to tap into the wisdom of our womb and with our uni. So if you are a lady, okay, you're definitely going to want to know and tap into this message that comes up. Okay. So wealthy womb wisdom within myself and the collective of folks who find this video as I shuffle this card and with the cards that have already been offered to us here by spirit. Please reveal to us this extra thing that we can do with the wisdom of our womb and the magic of our womb to tap into more spiritual sovereignty and energetic autonomy so that we can master our feminine energy, heal our feminine energy, and manifest the love, the money, and all of our desires through our wealthy womb. Ashe, so be it, and so it is. All right, let's see. See what Spirit says here. Wealthy womb wisdom within us all. What does it say? Wealthy womb wisdom within us all. What do we need to align us to? Okay, so this is a few things that came up. Oof. So if you have not been feeling as creative, this is just like a general card, and this is a card that tells you a bit about the oracle that I've created. And intuitively, I'm hearing that if you have not been feeling creative, it's because, again, your hormones have been off. And I can relate to this. And you need to start charting your flow, okay? Get a menstrual flow chart. You can get a digital one, you can get one online, you can make one up. And this will also help you understand your income flow as well. There's a synchronicity between your income and your menstrual cycle. And so if you have not been having a menstrual cycle lately, this is very telling of your income. Have you been doing some kind of magic that needs to be considered? some kind of blood magic that needs to be considered more and documented more and considered before you feel like you're going wonky, actually. Okay, analyze your cycles. Have some compassion and reflect in relation to how you having your menstrual cycle and or the lack thereof is affecting your ability to create, which is what came up intuitively, and your ability to receive income and outcome flow. Okay, if you've been feeling like that's really messy, it's time to connect with the goddesses. It's time to connect with the goddesses that you may have not connected with in a while. So as you can see, this is Kali Ma here. So she is a goddess of transformation, protection, destruction, and feminine renewal and revival. So this card reminds you to connect with goddesses who inspire you, and to tap into that divine feminine energy, Mother Mary, Lakshmi, Aphrodite, Yemaya, Ma'at, these kind of energies that help you move out of feeling unpleasant. Maybe if you're not feeling beautiful, if you're not feeling abundant, or any of these themes have been coming up, to tap into your goddess power and to tap into your goddess energy. Okay, so I don't know if y'all are flowing a lot, but the aphrodisiac card came up. So if you have been eating a lot of chocolate lately, or doing anything to increase those feel good hormones, spirit is saying to indulge, but also to be using aphrodisiacs such as chocolate and wine in moderation, because they can cause breakouts. And this is also so very much on point for me. I don't know if y'all can relate, but if you can relate, drop it down in the comments, because I definitely have been feeling the vibe during my cycle of aphrodisiacs, and they have unfortunately caused little minor breakouts. So we need to find alternatives. It's not saying to completely throw out the aphrodisiacs, the dark chocolate, the milk chocolate, whatever, but to find alternative to it, increase the dopamine, the serotonin, find another natural enhancement and or stimulants. Okay, if you've been feeling extra sexual desire or horniness, this is also natural too, and it's also naturally telling of your menstrual flow. We need to chart this menstrual flow, and if it's been hard for you to do that, it's also telling of asking the goddesses for their assistance on this path and in this journey. Okay, so collective, to sum up this reading, I want to pretty much remind you all of what has come up. Okay, so we have the sadness, the frustration, and the caution card, and also with the flow chart in mind. If you have been flowing, or if you have not been having your menstrual cycle, I need you to consider that it may be the reason why you've been feeling these extra emotions. There may be some kind of emotional imbalance that needs to be looked at, some kind of hormonal imbalance that's causing the emotional imbalance. Okay, and to take caution with your words at this time. Our words are very potent, especially if we are under hormonal imbalances. To watch out for the aphrodisiacs. Okay, if you've been having trouble sleeping, if you have been having trouble getting really grounded at night, also ask the goddesses and working with the divine feminine energy to help you regulate your sleep cycle, your menstrual cycle, and your emotions. Okay. So, magical friends, that is the collective. I'm going to now do readings for the specific cardinal signs. And hopefully, I can figure out how to put it down in the comments below so you guys can just fast forward to the 3 modes and your specific mode that you are. Okay, so stay tuned for that, all right? Okay, so this full moon in Leo reading is for the cardinal sign. So if you are an Aries, a Cancer, a Libra, or a Capricorn, then this message is for you. Okay, Spirit of Truth, and to all of my cardinal signs, and to the higher self of the cardinal signs that are here, the Aries, the Cancers, the Libras, and the Capricorns who are watching and may be watching this video. Please reveal to me the energetic signature of my cardinal signs at this time during this full moon in Leo? What is the energetic signature of the collective? Okay. Oof. Okay, not feeling like you have enough energy to complete a task. Feeling like there's a lack of trust in your ability to push something out and through. Feeling like you need more space and time. You feel like you need more space to create what it is that you want. Feeling like you need more trust in yourself to create what it is that you want. To create the love that you want, the passion that you want in a new business, in a new endeavor, in order to be able to move, to have the energy to be able to move. I'm hearing for some of y'all that may mean physically move, but also move mental mind states or move out of a cycle that is no longer serving you, okay? Some of y'all are feeling trapped. Some of y'all are feeling like you don't have the trust, yet you do want to have the trust in yourself to be able to do what you need to do. You don't trust yourself, although you do trust yourself. It's an interesting energy of you don't trust this new idea that has been given and downloaded to you, but you do trust that some way, somehow it's going to happen, whether you know how it's going to happen. And also, you may think it's going to happen a certain way, whatever your goal, whatever your business dream is, whatever your moving plan is. You're feeling like it's going to happen and you have it set out in your mind that it's going to happen a certain way. But Spirit is saying here that you need to trust that it's going to work out in ways that you may not have planned or expected. Whatever business project you're working on, whatever creative project you're working on, whatever moving venture, whatever new thing it is that you've been slowly taking action toward, Spirit is saying here that you have to trust that it's not going to always turn out the way you expect it to, but you have to trust and know that when things do and or don't work out, it's always for your best and highest good. And when I'm hearing Spirit say is do work out, because it's worked out in a way that you may not have wanted 100%, but it's worked out like 90, 85% of what you wanted, albeit, again, with a business partner, an endeavor, or something like that. I'm hearing that there is also a lack of trust in someone, and it's caused you to create space between you and this person. And there is an energy void. This card is reversed, but there is an energy void that needs to be filled within you because of this space that this person once held, or the space that this entity or this being once held. Okay, I'm also hearing that you have to trust more in the flow, but again, this is for the cardinal signs: Libras, Cancers, Aries, and Capricorns. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. But I'm also hearing that you have to trust when signs are being given to you that you do need to take some kind of action. You can't just leave it on the back burner and say, yeah, I already know, but then you're not taking any action towards what you know, towards the downloads, the messages, the guidance that has been given to you, okay? So what can us cardinal signs, because I'm a cardinal sign, sun sign, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn folks need to move in during this full moon in Leo? How can we work with this full moon in Leo energy, this fiery, energetic full moon in Leo energy to move along? Knight of Cups energy. Also, what came up in the collective is being aware of your emotions, putting your emotions out there, not completely out there, but like out there for your spirit guides, maybe as an offering. You know, sometimes this could look like prayer. Sometimes it could look like crying at the altar. Sometimes it could look like journaling. Sometimes this could look like expression. Sometimes it could look like going out in nature and riding on a horse, literally grasping hold of your emotions. It's also saying here to not lead with your emotions in the sense of it's completely captivating any potential possibility for newness and miracles, but allowing your emotions to guide you as to where you are going internally, because the things that we say and feel internally are ultimately reciprocated out through our reality. So we have to grab our emotions in some kind of container. And as you can see here with the Knight of Cups, he's got his emotions, and cups represents emotions. We got a flowing stream of water, and here is the horse, a natural element. The horse is white, kind of gray, represents neutrality and peace. And he's God on steel. The knight has God on steel. So this represents also the ability to be solid and stern and shielded from your own emotions and from even the world around you, which also relates back to that trust card. Okay, so being able to connect with people emotionally is gonna be determined by how you contain your emotions at this time. You need to be mindful of how you contain your emotions, and also be aware of the emotions that you are containing, because you will be attracting like folks around you, because you've been holding such precious momentum and vibration of this container of emotions, and the wheel is going to turn the moment you let down your shielding and your container of emotions. I'm feeling like this Knight of Cup energy is also representing a need to de-shield, but not feeling like you've actually landed on your homeland. And this is why you have the shield on. And this is why that trust card has come up again. This is why you feel like you need to be in a different space maybe, or you want to create the energy or the momentum to be in a different space, which is why the energy card has probably come up here. Okay, cardinal signs. So what is the one thing that we can do to find the energy and the space, spirit of truth, to get into a place where we feel like we can trust again? Look, and didn't I say this earlier? Pray. Didn't I say pray? Pray came up, okay? Pray for your pussy power, magical yonis. Pray for self-empowerment. Pray for communication. Pray that a higher power can help you transcend. Utilize your expression to God, to source, to universe, to spirit, and get into a practice that is reflective, okay? And it's important for you to reflect right now during this time, because you've been holding this container of emotions for a long time, and it's actually what's causing you to feel like you're isolated and you may need space, and it's actually making you feel like you can't trust people. And what you really do want is trust. You want to be able to trust the right people. And the community card has come out. I'm hearing to pray for the community that you want. Pray for the people that you want to help you, to support you, that you feel like you can trust, that will empower you with good energy, so you can let down that shielding, okay? Genuine people, generous-minded people that are on the same frequency, that can empower you financially, that can help you to be interdependent instead of codependent on them, okay? So, to sum this all up for the cardinal signs, for the Aries, for the Cancers, for the Libras, and the Capricorn, the energy that you guys are currently going through is a lot of emotional stuff and a wanting to energetically move out of the emotional container that you've been having set in motion in place for a long time. I'm hearing that y'all are tired of this energy of not being able to have people that you can't trust, and feeling like sometimes you don't have the good energy around you through these people, and feeling like you just need a new space, a new reality, a new timeline to shift. And Spirit is saying here to pray, okay? Spirit is saying here to pray. Spirit is saying here to focus on expressing yourself during this time, communicating to your higher self, to God, to your pussy power, for these people, this community to come in, these people that you can be interdependent on, these people that are genuine, that are on the same frequency and higher, and who will also provide the social gratification that you are desiring at this time, okay? Cardinal signs, Aries, Pisces, Libras, and Capricorn. I do hope that served you. That sums up your reading. And now we're going to tune into the fixed signs, okay? Okay, so for the full moon in Leo, reading for fixed signs, that being Leo, Scorpios, Aquarius and Taurus, folks. So if you are a Leo, if you are a Scorpio, if you are an Aquarius and or a Taurus, then this message is for you, for all the fixed signs, the signs that carry through the purpose of a season, the persevering Leos, the persevering Scorpios, the persevering Aquarians, and the persevering Taurus, folks, okay? So, Spirit of Truth, as I shuffle these cards, please align me to the truth of the higher selves of my fixed signs that I just mentioned, the Leos, the Scorpios, the Aquarius, and the Tauruses during this new moon in Leo. New moon in Leo. I kept saying full moon, I realized. I always kind of jammed that up. But excuse me if you heard me say full moon earlier. Totally meant new moon. This new moon in Leo. What is the energy behind the cardinal signs during this time? Spirit of Truth and the higher self of the folks here. What is the energy presently for these folks here? During this new moon in Leo, what can we expect energetically? What is the energetical imprint? Please reveal to me the answer to my question through one card that makes sense. Okay, feeling like there's a lack of magic. Feeling like your intuition about someone or something was off. Feeling like your intuition about something or someone was off. Feeling like a magic about something or someone was off. Why is that? Why is that? Is it because you were illusioned by a false narrative, a false reality? Okay, maybe the magic that you performed or this person performed is finally being revealed. Okay, how can you turn this around with this person or this situation or this experience? How can you turn this experience around? Okay, let's see. Spirit of Truth, as we shuffle this card, how can my fixed sign turn this energy, this feeling of lackluster, this feeling like what they thought they knew about a person, about a situation, about an experience was actually not what it was? How can they get the magic sparked back up? Ooh, okay. I'm hearing an apology needs to be made. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Either on your end or from this person's end. And if the person is not willing to apologize, just know that they have their reasons. What you thought and you knew to be true, to be ever long lasting, is not the case. Okay, something went wrong with the magic that you perform. Something was wrong and is wrong with the magic that you performed, and there needs to be a quick change. I'm also hearing with this Queen of Pentacles reverse that is present here that the way through this is through correction of errors. Okay, correction of errors. Okay. I know that y'all are very egotistical, especially y'all Leos, but you are literally being forced during this new moon to express yourself in a new way, to express something in a new way that hasn't been done before. Okay? Some of y'all are fearing being dominated by powerful women and or powerful people, and or you might be the powerful person and you may have over expressed or over sought into something that wasn't necessarily the case. Your intuition may have been off about something or someone. And it's time to put magic back in its place and work with sincerity apology. Sincere apology is what I meant to say. I'm also hearing Ho'oponopono. Just look that up on YouTube. Ho'oponopono is an ancient practice. It's a mantra in Hawaiian culture. And excuse me if I'm jacking it up, but it's pretty much a mantra, and when you say Ho'oponopono, it subliminally programs you to receive healing rays. Saying things such as like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you can be very empowering words that ignite magic of healing, that ignite magic of light, okay? But your intuition may have been wrong about someone or something. Someone who may have been really innocent and abundant, someone that you may have misjudged and or maybe even overlooked, okay? There's also something about this overlooking energy. There's something that you're overlooking. There's something that you have been guided to do, that you have been given instruction on, that you have intuitively felt for a long time, for a while now, but for whatever reason, fixed signs, Taurus folks, Aquarius folks, Scorpionic folks, there's this unwillingness to budge and do the work. I'm hearing it's pure ego. I'm hearing it's pure emotion. I'm hearing that you may have your pineal gland blocked, which was what was also a part of the collective message earlier, which I do hope that you all were able to hear truthfully. But if you weren't, I apologize. Try to turn the volume up, and I'll keep that in mind for the next collective new moon and full moon reading, okay? So Spirit of Truth and higher self of all the collective fixed signs here, what is the one thing that they can tap into? What is the one thing that they can do within their wealthy womb wisdom to transmute this false narrative, intuition, black magic, wrong magic gone wrong, wrong perspective about a person or situation into their favor? What can they do creatively to tap into this power, especially for the divine femmes here? Wealthy womb wisdom of the collective, please reveal to me the answer to my question and make it truly in alignment with the cards that are present here. Y'all need to have a growth mindset. Y'all need to focus on growing. Y'all need to take aligned action. Release what is not serving you. You have a lot of dusty ass ways, dusty ass patterns from your past that you just will not let go of. And you desire abundance, but your idea of abundance is not even really like how God has programmed it for you or how it's meant to be. Like your idea of abundance versus what God actually has planned for you, and the abundance that's planned and destined for you, your intuition is off about it. You're not really understanding the level of abundance that God has for you. And the only way that can happen is through the first step of releasing. You have to release a person, a mindset, and just old ass energy that's stuck to you. You will not get rid of that dusty ass energy that is stuck to you. Release the dust, the dusty X that came with the story, the dusty money stories. You need to declutter your space. I'm hearing that if you're in a room, if you live in a room, you've got some dust mites, some cobwebs, okay? And some cord cutting to some physical items that you need to let go of, okay? You may have even food containers or wrappers lying around that you may have overlooked, and you need to wash your ass and wash your space, sweep and mop, because that is nasty, that is gross. And that bad feng shui, which you can look up what feng shui is, it's a practice, it's a belief, but it is very energetic, could be a lot of the reason why you are feeling like you can't take aligned action. You can't take action that matches your goals, and you need to take action that matches your goals. And really ask yourself, are you doing deeds or are you just offering lip service? Because talk is cheap. And you need to face your fears, and this needs to be done. You need to take aligned action. This needs to be done. That's the only way you can grow, is if you take action simply by starting in your space. Okay, growth mindset is the key. Y'all been asking for abundance. Y'all been asking for updates, for benefits. You need to focus on reprogramming your mind for wealth and worthiness. Okay. This is a lot, but it is also new moon in Leo, and this is for the Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus folks. Y'all be carrying through the purpose of the season, and we need you to persevere. This is what fixed the fixed modes are about. Y'all are persevering signs. And although you may have been wrong about something or someone or about a situation or a circumstance, you can still heighten your intuition. And the way to heighten your intuition is by, again, first releasing what does not serve you, like literally physically in your space, energetically on your body, okay? Taking aligned action to consistently do this, to make your dreams happen. You know what you need to do. You're just not doing it. You're procrastinating. You're lazy. You're entertaining yourself with bullshit, to be quite frank and quite honest. And for those of you who have been taking action, because I am hearing that there's some of you that have been taking action, you are on the right path. You are on the growth mindset behavior. You are resilient. You are learning. You are developing. You are progressing. And the universe and spirit sees your effort, your improvement, and is sending optimism and positivity towards you. And even though it may not feel like it, you have to believe in the magic of the work that you are putting in, okay? You keep abundantly applying yourself to your business, to your craft, to your dreams, to your goals, to the things that you are working on manifesting, you will experience abundance. And don't forget to say your affirmations. I'm hearing for some of y'all that are on this positive momentum, this optimistic path, you need to program your minds and have more affirmations of wealth and worthiness. In the morning and in the nighttime before you rest, these are the perfect time to say affirmations, okay? Even if you only say it 10 times, the more that you say it, the more that your body will make way to find this truth in these affirmations, okay? And you can even offer a prayer to help these affirmations work through your subconscious mind in a more truthful way. Okay, so that was the reading for this new moon in Leo for the fixed signs, being the Leos, the Scorpios, the Aquarius, and the Taurus. Y'all are persevering, and we need you to continue to persevere by setting all of these things, these cards, this energy, this reading in motion. Ashe, namaste, so be it. And last but not least, we have the mutable signs coming up. Okay, last but not least, we have the mutable signs. So if you are a Sagittarius, if you are a Pisces, if you are a Gemini, and if you are a Virgo, then this message, I keep saying full moon, but it's not a full moon, it's a new moon in Leo. Coming this Thursday, July 23rd. Okay, this is what came up for you guys. Protection and pain. Ooh. Somebody has tried to mess with you, but they cannot get to you because you're so protected. And or you also need to stay up on your protection because someone is feeling and are sensing that you put some pain on them, albeit subconsciously, consciously, intentionally, unintentionally. But I'm also hearing that you didn't really need to do much for your protection, your spirit guides, your angels, your whole tribe in the spirit realm to really come through. But it's saying that you need to come through for yourself. And whatever pain that this person or the situation has caused you, or you have caused it is time to secure those protection walls, those fire protection walls, and or also know that it is up, okay? But the theme and the energy for y'all is pain, okay? And y'all need to transmute it with protection. I'm also hearing that there's another message to this. There's another side flip side of the coin message for this, okay? Oops, my battery is low. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, back at it again with the fixed signs. Pardon, y'all. My phone, my camera, my mic was a little glitchy. The storage has been an issue. The mic went off. Oh my gosh, all this random stuff while I'm recording. Anyway, back to the deeper message, as I was saying. If you're feeling pain, it's because you've caused it. If you're feeling like someone rejected you, it's because you rejected someone in the past. I don't like to use the word karma, but it's giving that kind of energy. It's also giving the law of reciprocation. And it would be wise for you to protect yourself at this time, albeit through prayer, albeit through mantra, albeit through energy work, albeit through meditation, albeit through candle work, whatever it is that you do. I don't know what it is that you do magically, but it's advisable for you to protect you. And there is also a saying here that whatever you've done, you cannot actually protect yourself from at this time. Or whatever they've done, they actually cannot be protected from the effects of what they've done at this time. Okay? So it's going both ways. Take what reciprocates for you and leave what doesn't. Okay? So Spirit of Truth, higher self of the collectives here that are mutable signs: Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo folks. Taking the L's with the W's is what I'm hearing with this Ten of Pentacles reverse. Family members may have fucked you over and caused you a lot of pain, and you've realized and decided that decided that you have to protect yourself from being in the reciprocating mode of their pain. You don't want to receive the pain that they caused you anymore. And are you really wrong? Are you actually wrong for feeling this way? I'm saying no. It's good that you protect yourself from these folks, from these people, from these lovers, these associations from the past that may be and have been coming up. Just the randomos, the exes, the friends, and the woes and the O's from the past. And I'm going to ask the wealthy womb wisdom within the collective of the mutable signs here to reveal what they can do to really navigate this energy, this that is coming up. Watch your diet, upgrade your diet, your physical diet, mental diet, spiritual diet, eat high vibrational foods, living, life-giving foods. I'm hearing someone might have tried to put something in your food that kind of fucked up your gut, and it's fucked up your gut for a long time. So you need to upgrade your diet. What does this have to do with protecting yourself? Your brain, your gut is connected to your subconscious mind. And if you eat something that reminds you of a specific person and it constantly brings in those feel-good hormones, the dopamine, the serotonin, XYZ, it brings in those feel-good hormones, it's gonna keep taking you back to that place, and or it's gonna numb you, and it also could make you fat. So you guys need to protect yourself with what you eat. You need to connect to your higher self, your crown chakra energy, higher consciousness energy, universal wisdom. So this is definitely speaking of the importance of meditation and grounding yourself. And whatever way that you do that, it's important that you do that. If you are someone that goes to church, you need to go to church and find a way to connect to your higher consciousness, to your divine source, so that you can get back into wholeness. Okay? Transcendence of ego. You have to remember that you are an infinite being. Okay? So work on the crown chakra. If you've been feeling off lately, especially with this pain that this person has caused you and you've been needing to protect yourself, watch out for what you eat. Do not overconsume, because that overeating can become a habit. Okay? So this is a reminder to eat high vibrational foods during this time. All right. Okay, mutable signs. Okay, collective. Again, my deepest apologies. My microphone went out. It decided to die. My storage went out. It decided to say, F you, we're not recording anymore. So I had to stop and record some things, and re-record and delete some things. And at one point, I didn't even realize that my microphone was doing this weird, like, glitchy sound in the beginning. The glitchy sound from my phone. So I apologize for those sound inconveniences. But if any of this resonated with you, let me know down in the comments what resonated with you. And if you'd like to be seeing more of these new moon and full moon collective readings, okay? If you would like to book a one-on-one spiritual consultation with me, that is available on www.theyonibotanica.com. There we can have a personalized 1-hour session. We go deeper into the energy around you, generally speaking, money, love, life, career. We talk about the spiritual team that is working with you and maybe some energetic blockages that you're dealing with. And we just go into creating a guide point and a blueprint from where you are now to where you need to go to get to the future dimensions of you, and also predicting what is ahead for you. using the basics of your birth chart as well. Okay, so if you would like to book a spiritual consultation, go ahead and do so again on www.theyonibotanica.com, or feel free to message me on Instagram at theyonibotanica.com. My oils are available at the Unibotanica on TikTok as well, which I probably should share with you all. For the collective, I think a great oil to work with at this time from the Yoni Botanica TikTok shop is the Womb Reiki Potion. This is good for cleansing your...
Okay, bye.